When did you come to the realization in your life that you was adopted? What age?
7 years old.
7? What was it that happened that made you realize that?
So when I was 7 years old, it wasn't my brother. It was somebody. It was an older man.
Was it your adopted dad?
It was one of my ex-best friends, like a friend of my friend, my best friend. It was her dad.
And so, like I say, if your parents would have happened to come across this video on YouTube, are they gonna jump in the car and run down to Atlanta to try to pick you up?
Probably would, but it wouldn't be pretty because then they would try their hardest to get me locked up.
What's up, YouTube? The B-side is monetized. I really appreciate that. Go check it out right now if you haven't. Those videos are lit. And make sure you check me out on Instagram at Marcus the Interviewer. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm good.
All right, all right. So are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and so how old are you?
I'm 18.
I'm sorry?
18.
18?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you're 18. How long have you been homeless?
I've been homeless for at least a month.
A month?
Yeah.
What was it that happened a month ago that caused you to become homeless?
I was going through with my adopted parents, and they were very strict, and they didn't want me to live my life the way I wanted to live it.
How did you want to live it?
I wanted to live freely, be at peace, actually have a stable foundation and a support system.
Well, but what does that mean as far as like maybe things that you wanted to do that they didn't want you to do?
They didn't want me to do like sports. They didn't want me to go out. They didn't want me to be able to.
So just kind of basic socialization type stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you decided to leave, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you get kicked out or did you just leave voluntarily?
I left voluntarily.
Okay. Did you just recently turn 18?
Yeah, in February.
So that's basically kind of a month after you turned 18, you decided to leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you still in high school?
Yes, I am. I'm a senior.
Okay. And are you still able to go to classes now that you've kind of been out on the street or whatnot?
I actually want to go back to school. I haven't been able to have people I could trust yet, so I just been.
Okay.
Trying to
were you still in school when you was living with your adopted parents?
No.
Okay. So what grade did you stop going?
12th grade, senior year.
Okay. What made you stop going?
I didn't voluntarily stop going. I didn't want to stop going. It was just like they kept me in a box type stuff. They kept me isolated from people a lot.
Okay. How long had you been with your adopted parents?
That's actually not clarified.
What?
Yeah. There's a lot of information about it. It's not clarified.
Okay. Well, around when do you think it was? I mean, because if it's
2
like
or
that.
3.
Okay.
I'd say 2 or 3.
So basically, it's been since you was
A baby.
pretty young. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have brothers and sisters?
I have an adopted brother, but we never had a good relationship.
Okay. Is he older or younger than you?
He's older.
How many years older?
20.
20 years older?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Well, he's 20 years old.
Okay. He's 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's 2 years older than you.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's just start from the beginning. So, where are you from?
I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
You from Tulsa?
Yes.
Hey, man. I don't think I had that one before. Hey, man. Shout out that Tulsa, Oklahoma, man. Shout it out. Yes, sir. Okay, so let me ask, how long you been here in Atlanta?
I've been here actually 3 weeks.
What made you come here?
I honestly wanted to build my business and my platform on TikTok. I have 1K right now. I'm really into spirituality and like learning about the 7 chakras, fasting, spiritual baths, things like that. I'm really into like essential oils and things. I want to build my own soap business.
Well, why couldn't you do that in Oklahoma?
I couldn't do that in Oklahoma because there were not any opportunities like that.
Okay, did someone like, were you coming out here to meet with someone or anything?
Oh no.
So you just came out here you took the bus?
Yeah.
Or you like hitched a ride type deal?
No, I caught the bus.
Okay, so you just you just booked the ticket and
Yeah.
decided to come here?
Yeah.
Okay, well hey, listen, I
I
ain't
wanted
mad
to
at
start
it.
it from the bottom.
I ain't mad at
Because
it.
the only way from the bottom is to the top.
Listen, can't go no lower, right?
Right.
Yeah, the bottom. I ain't mad at it. Okay. So, do your adopted parents know that you're out here?
Probably not.
Have you spoke with them since then?
No.
No? Okay, so let's dive into that. So growing up in Oklahoma, you say that you maybe around 2 or 3 or so was when your adopted parents got you. Do you know what the story was behind why your biological parents didn't raise you?
I don't even know who my biological parents actually are. Yes.
Okay. When did you come to the realization in your life that you was adopted? What age?
7 years old.
7? What was it that happened that made you realize that?
So when I was 7 years old, there was this church called Shiloh Baptist Church in North Tulsa. And there was a situation where I guess this youth director, we were the only young kids there, like the babies.
Mm-hmm.
So there was one Sunday, it was like choir practice or something like that. She announced in front of the whole youth service little get together that we were adopted, and we ran out crying, me and my brother.
What?
Yeah.
Did you ever come to understand why she chose to do that?
I honestly don't know.
Okay. And so when your adopted parents found out that she did this, what happened? What was their response? So what happened?
She just drove home, and she was like, "It's okay." That's all she told us.
Okay. Adopted parents meaning a mom and a dad?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna ask, growing up, would you say that you had like a fairly normal childhood?
No.
Tell me about it.
My childhood was filled with a lot of domestic violence, abuse, narcissistic, verbal, emotional abuse, manipulation.
In what ways? Like, give me an example of what we're talking about.
Let's say if I wanted to go somewhere, just for my own well-being, because I was very independent at a young age. I started being independent and taking care of myself at 10 years old.
What made you have that independence at such a young age?
So at 10 years old, my adopted mom would always do my hair, and she permed it a lot. So like, if you notice, like it's kind of shaved, I like being different. I like being authentic.
Yeah.
So, and that's always who I was on the inside. Even though I was getting hand-me-downs and things like that, and I never got. My mom shopped at the thrift store, so I normally didn't get the stuff that I wanted to get.
Right.
Or like that I really felt comfortable in my skin to be. But then it was like life just got hard for me because I lost my grandma.
Okay, so you lost your grandma at 10?
Yeah.
And that was your mom's mom?
I didn't lose her at 10. I lost her like a few years ago.
Oh, just a few years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. You were saying at 10 though,
Well,
your mom was doing your
I
hair.
had two grandmas.
Okay, your dad's mom and your mom's mom?
But so my hair, she used to perm it, so it always would look a specific way because I didn't know how to take care of it. But she always would like be aggressive with my hair. She would cut my hair, and I never wanted my hair cut. I've always wanted my hair to be natural and things like that. And life really just made it to where I just wanted to change. I didn't know what change was. All I heard growing up in my mind was change. Be the change you wanted to be. And I learned that quote in school.
Okay. I'm gonna ask, when you were younger or up to this point in your life, has any type of sexual assault or anything like that happened to you?
In the past, yeah.
What age did that occur?
I was actually very young. I was 14.
You was 14?
Yeah.
That was just a few years ago. What was it that happened at 14?
Honestly, I didn't know any better because I didn't grow up on rights.
You say you didn't grow up on what?
Like learning my rights, learning my laws.
like what were your boundaries and everything? So what was it that happened?
So, What happened was I started getting kicked out of my mom's house because I was being assaulted in domestic violence behind closed doors, and then my parents were never really there for me. They never emotionally like come here and give me a hug type stuff.
Who was it that was being violent towards you?
I don't know where they are now, but I do know that they are locked up. And probably in the penitentiary.
Was it your brother?
No.
No, okay. So was it someone that lived in the house?
No.
Okay, because you said domestic violence.
Well, yeah, that's from my adopted brother.
Okay, so your adopted brother was...
Domestic violence is in physical punching.
Right, so he used to do that to you?
Yeah.
Why?
And kick me while I was down.
Just like from like y'all's disagreements and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you said you wasn't that close with him.
No.
And so you was getting kicked out the house at 14, and so what was it that happened?
What happened was he was schizophrenic, and me and him have two different families.
Mm-hmm.
Because if me and him sat next to each other, we don't look anything alike.
Right.
So I found out that the family that my adoptive mom wanted me to be in that family to make it seem like we were actually a family type thing, and I wasn't left out. My actual parents and grandparents are dead, like they're dead.
So they made you think that you had other biological parents to make you seem like that y'all were actually related.
And I grew up on Social Security, and I didn't even know it till I turned 18.
What? Wow. So they was getting those checks basically.
Yeah, and they were paying people with my money that I got. And my TikTok platform, I've been doing TikTok for 10 years.
Since it was Musically.
Yeah.
My kids used to.
I love Musically.
Okay. So, but you were saying something happened to you at 14.
Yeah.
And you kind of keep veering off track a little bit.
Well, yeah, I don't like talking about it, really. Like, I can't really, it makes me emotional.
Makes you emotional?
Yeah.
I get that. So here's the thing, right? I don't want to re-trigger you any type of way or nothing like that. But when we get to hear the stories, it protects the next young girl that might be in that position, that might be going through the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, without maybe saying anything that will re-trigger you, what of it can you tell us?
When you're going through a situation like that, do not be scared to speak your truth. Even though you may be feeling like somebody don't hear you, somebody out there will hear you. So
let me ask you a couple questions. So, because as far as it goes, you were saying that you used to, I guess, run away or leave the house or whatever. Was that when this happened, during one of those times when you had ran away or left the house?
No.
Okay, so it happened in the house.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess what you're talking about, if I'm reading it correctly, right, is it sounds like it was your brother that was doing this?
It wasn't my brother. It was somebody. It was an older man.
Was it your adopted dad?
It was one of my ex-best friends, like a friend of my friend, my best friend. It was her dad.
And so it used to happen at her house?
Yeah.
And so would this happen when you used to run away type deal?
No, it was actually set up in a way.
What do you mean?
It was like set up in a way.
Where you feel like your best friend set it up?
I honestly don't know. To this day, I do feel like that.
What does your gut tell you?
My instincts is telling me that's what happened. My intuition is telling me.
Was it like an ongoing thing, or was it just one time?
It was one time.
Just one time? And so what was it about the situation that makes you feel like she set it up?
Because she left.
So she kind of like left you there? Where did she say she was going?
She didn't tell me.
Y'all was the same age? Ooh. And so she left you there, and I guess, did he kind of like force himself on you type deal?
Yeah. Basically.
Okay. And so after that happened, did you tell anybody?
I didn't feel heard. So I just kept it to myself and held on to the burden.
Okay. You say you didn't feel hurt. I'm gonna ask. Was you still a virgin at that point, or was that?
Yeah.
So that was your first penetration? Okay. So, at any point did you tell someone?
Yeah, a therapist. But that was like years and years and years after.
Well, it's only been 4 years.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It was like those 2 years and those 2 years. Like it was years.
Well, I get it. I guess you're 18, so for you it's
Yeah.
like years and years. For me, I'm
Yeah.
40, so I'm like, that's just a few years. But okay, so you ended up having a therapist. Did you already have a therapist, or did you get a
No.
therapist specifically for this?
No, I didn't.
So how'd you end up? What was the reason why you ended up going to therapy in the first place?
I went to therapy because I was battling with depression. And I was never suicidal, but I've always like had a tendency to like indulge in like smoking. And that was,
Smoking like just cigarettes, or smoking weed, or
smoking cigarettes.
Okay,
Yeah.
smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you told a therapist. Did you ever tell your adopted parents?
They already knew, but they used it against me.
What do you mean they knew? How did they know?
They knew because, number one, my adopted dad, he would be like leaving stuff out for me, or like he would be like, if you want to hit this, then you can, type shit.
What do you mean?
It was like my room, I never had like a really cute type room. Like they basically made it look like a jail cell.
But when you say you could hit this, meaning like some weed, or hit this meaning what?
I never really like indulged in weed like that.
Right. No, I'm just trying to figure out. I wasn't saying like that. I was just saying like, what were you referring to when you said, my dad would leave stuff out and he would say, here, you can hit this type deal.
Well, he overindulges in like the bad stuff, like the really
The
bad
hard stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, and so he would leave stuff out for you?
Not that stuff, but like weed, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And he'll go out and buy it, and like it was just weird. And I really wasn't messing with it. Like even if I would like go to the store or like ask him to go somewhere, it would be like he would try to hold me back type stuff. And he'll be like, no, you can't go. Or he'll go to the store after the day after I ask, and then he'll buy stuff that he thinks I'll like, and it's not. Or
So-
he'll just go, or he'll go to the bank to go get my Social Security out, and then pay for it.
So if I asked your adopted parents, like, hey, and what's your name, sweetie?
Jemiah.
Jemiah?
Jemiah.
Okay. If I asked them, if I said, hey, do you guys love Jemiah? What do you think their response would be? They would say no? Why do you think that?
They're gonna say no because you can just tell by their voice when they mean certain things. And when I was growing up, I was really fighting battles that nobody ever knew about.
Well, like what? Like so you say you tell us. What were the battles?
The battles were mainly like depression, where it made me like stay isolated, and it kept me in my room. I didn't want to eat, didn't want to sleep. I just up
Well,
on my phone all the time.
because like someone would look at you and think like, well, she's a pretty girl. Like I'm sure that she has socialization and all that stuff. Like, have you had boyfriends and things like that? The kind of normal stuff that.
Yeah, I've had boyfriends before, but they were all very narcissistic. They didn't care about me. I was like the breadwinner. Let's just say that. I was their come
Breadwinner?
up. I was their come up. I was their breadwinner.
Well, why don't you go after why didn't you go after boys that was like a little more astute, and kind of had their stuff together a little more?
It's actually hard to find them out here. And at least the good ones.
Okay, so
It is very hard.
So, but okay. So, like I say, I mean, so if I asked your mom, "Do you love Jemiah?" She would say, "What do you honestly think she would say?"
If
Like,
she say yes, then
you know that she would say yes. Let's just cut the. She would.
No, she wouldn't.
You. Okay. So, and I'm gonna ask, right? Has there been any mental illness diagnosis or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So, and has there been any hard drug use?
No.
Okay. So no hard drug use because you know that's what goes on out here. You know what I'm saying? Out
I know.
here, yeah.
I
5
don't be
points.
over here. I was over here with my friend, my homegirl.
Okay, you just chilling. You
Yeah.
just chilling. The eclipse. It's the eclipse today or whatnot.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not looking up at them.
Yep.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. So, I guess I'm just trying to figure out. So, what is your plan, right? So, you know, first of all, shout your TikTok platform out. Go ahead and shout that out.
Okay. Okay, so follow my TikTok at the original Empress Maya, or the Lost Empress of Egypt. Y'all will see me. It's the girl with the purple background with the LED lights, and I have a brown lace front on, so you'll see me. Please follow.
Okay. Why are you so shy? Like, cut that out. Cut that out. No.
Shy.
You can't want to be a TikTok star if you're gonna be shy. Okay, that's not how it works. So, okay. So, all right. So, like, are you like sleeping outside right now?
No. Me and my homegirl just been going to pay for hotels to stay at, and then we kind of.
Where you getting the money from?
She has income somehow. She goes to school, so she's getting ready to enroll me in school with her.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So it's nothing, not selling nothing like that. Okay. Just gotta make sure we out here, we on the streets.
No. I just be over here because
Because like, how long ago did you meet her?
I've known her since like 2 years ago. I've known her since because I was in and out of Atlanta a lot.
Why?
I had aunties from my adoptive family side.
Okay. So you used to be coming through Atlanta anyway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Augusta.
All right. Okay, so, I mean, so that's what's going on. So, and TikTok, is that the only plan right now? Or is there like some other plan that's part of the master plan?
The master plan would be building a spiritual-minded community, and then like making a store, maybe doing like field days, doing meet and greets, getting together,
What's your TikTok content about?
My TikTok account is mainly about how the Matrix is, talking about like how stuff like that goes.
I get it, all that starry, astrological, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I know how y'all are. I know. Trust me, I've met 100.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions. Real quick. Okay, answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have any way they could do that? Or, you just shout out your TikTok. Do you have IG or Facebook?
My Instagram is the original princess, and it's like you're kissing like moi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the.
And then what about Cash App?
My Cash App is The Divine Femme. It's $ capital T, The Divine, DIVINE.
Okay.
Femme, FEM 18.
Okay. And so, like I say, if your parents would happen to come across this video on YouTube, are they gonna jump in the car and run down to Atlanta to try to pick you up?
Probably would, but it wouldn't be pretty because then they'll try their hardest to get me locked up just because they feel they need to, or they're gonna make up a lie.
Okay.
But since everybody's seeing this now, y'all seen it, not me. Y'all heard it, not me. So
right.
y'all heard it, not me.
All right. Well, listen, we appreciate it, and we definitely wish you nothing but the best. Okay.
All right.
You make sure you have a good
y'all.
one, sweetie. All right.